Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I'm going to be showing you my no foundation makeup routine. It's a really pretty glowing look for the summer, and I also know a lot of the times in the summer, personally, I don't love wearing foundation, especially when it's really hot or humid. It kind of feels a little bit cakey and heavy on the skin, so I definitely prefer to go with no foundation during the hot months. So I'm going to start off with prepping my face. Of course, you guys know, I always start off with my facial sprays, the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer Water, as well as some MAC Fix Plus, and just fanning that into the skin until it is dried. So instead of foundation, I'm going to be going in with some concealer. This is the Tarte Shape Tape in the shade Fair Neutral. I really love this concealer. It has an awesome coverage to it, and I love that it almost has a foundation-like effect without having to spread and blend out foundation all over the face. So first I'm going to start off by focusing this concealer right underneath the eyes and on the eyelids. I feel like brightening the eye area is what's most important to me personally, because then I feel the most put together and my face looks really brightened and awake. A beauty sponge is definitely my favorite way to apply concealer when I'm doing a look like this because one, the dampness of it really keeps the concealer really fresh looking under the eye, really dewy, and that's what I'm going for when doing a look like this. But I also feel like sometimes when you put concealer on top of bare skin, the contrast can be very harsh, and blending it in with a damp sponge really melts the product into the skin, and there's not going to be that harsh line of where the concealer starts and ends. It's just going to blend it out perfectly. I love, love, love applying my concealer with a damp sponge pretty much in every look that I do, but especially with this one. And then I also did apply that concealer to the nose as well because my nose just gets a little bit red throughout the day. It has some discoloration as well. So for me, when I'm just doing a quick makeup look that I just want to do some concealer, my lids, underneath my eyes, and my nose are the main spots that I like to give the attention to. And then when I'm done with those, I'll just take the excess product that's on the sponge and just buff it around the rest of my face, maybe just giving my face a little bit more of a tint, a little bit more coverage, but like I said, I like to keep the rest of the face pretty minimal. So this next step is definitely an optional one for me depending on how my skin is looking. As you guys can see, I do have a couple of breakouts here and there, so I just want to pay a little bit of extra attention to those. So I'm just going to be using the Catrice Liquid Camouflage Concealer and just applying this on some spots just to give me a little bit of extra coverage, and then of course going in and blending that out again with the same damp L'Oreal sponge. Setting the concealer is a really important step in this makeup routine, at least for me. So I'm going to go in with my Catrice Prime and Fime Translucent Setting Powder. This powder is amazing. It is so finely milled and it's so lightweight on the skin, but it still keeps you matte, but not like a powdery, cakey matte. A little bit of liveliness still shows through. So again, it is perfect for this look. So I'm just focusing this where I put the most concealer, which is on my nose, underneath my eyes, and on my eyelids as well. I don't really love to powder my whole face when I'm doing a look like this because I do like a little bit of my natural skin to peek through. A little bit of that dew, a little bit of that glow is always nice, but again, we really don't want that concealer to move, especially around the eyes. Speaking of a glowy look, we are going to be adding a lot of highlighter. This is my favorite part of this look, and I feel like it really ties it all together and makes it just perfect and glowy for the summer. So this is the ColourPop Super Shock highlighter in the shade Lunch Money. I love these formulas of highlighters because it's almost like a borderline cream, and they're very easy to work with, and they really melt into the skin to look like a natural glow. So I'm just going to go ahead and pack on a lot of this with my fingers. When I'm doing a look like this, I'm definitely not afraid to pack on the highlight because I feel like it just adds such awesome dimension, especially since we're not going to be doing like bronzer or contour or anything. This is my time to shine, literally. So I'm just going to be applying that on my cheeks, my nose, my chin, my forehead, some places where I wouldn't normally highlight, but I love the look on almost like the natural skin. And then I'm just going to be pouncing this into the skin with the damp L'Oreal sponge, and this is what really makes it look like a glow from within, and I just love the way that this looks. I'm going to be applying my mascara. This is the Maybelline Total Temptation mascara. You guys know I've been loving this. When I do mascara for a look like this, I only do mascara on the top. This way the eyes just look really open and it doesn't look too glam. Just doing the mascara on the top is going to give you more of a wide, doe-eyed effect and just keep the look very fresh and awake. And of course, I have to go in and do my brows. I just feel so incomplete if my brows aren't done, but I'm not going to do a super structured brow. I'm not going to trace the outside of my brows or anything like that. I'm just going to do super light feathery strokes just to fill in some lighter spots, focusing the darkest and the most structured look on the tail of my brow just to give it a little bit of shape, but I don't want a very harsh carved out brow. I just like to fill in some sparse areas. And by the way, I am using the shade Chocolate in the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz. I've been playing around with this shade and I really like this one as well. Here are the completed brows. I just think that they are perfect for a look like this, and I've been loving this color like I mentioned to you guys. They just really complete the look and frame the face. So now we're going to be adding more highlighter just on the inner corners of the eyes. This is the same one that I put on my face, ColourPop Lunch Money, and then I'm also going to be placing this underneath the brow bone to add a little bit of glow under there as well. For lips, I'm just going to keep it really simple and glowy, of course, so I'm going to be using the Fenty Beauty Gloss Bomb. Oh my gosh, I almost drew a blank. This is the Gloss Bomb. I believe the shade is Fenty Glow. I love this. It just adds so much dimension to the lips. It's a really long-lasting gloss, and it makes the lips really juicy and even adds a little bit of fullness to them, so it can make your lips look big. So now after that, I'm just going to be finishing off the look with some Fix Plus just to melt all of that makeup into the skin and make us, of course, even more dewy. So just finishing off the look by putting some sunglasses in my hair, and that is it, you guys. I really hope that you guys enjoyed seeing my no foundation makeup routine for summer. Definitely give this video a thumbs up if you did, and also make sure you guys are subscribed so you don't miss out on any of my future videos. As always, thank you guys so much for watching, and of course, I will see you in my next one. Bye, guys!